Hello, 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 everybody. I'm trying not to be the same as I am every week.
Oh no.
but,
We're starting off with that.
Ting, 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 ting.
oh god, I hope everyone
Very
had a
dangerous
fantastic
angle.
week. I hope everyone had a good week. We're almost done with winter. Thank the heavens and gods and everything. Okay.
Preach.
Springtime.
I am pretty stoked about spring.
Yeah,
Winter was
Definitely.
way too long.
and yet it's been so warm, and I'm still going like, all right, I'm ready for spring, and it's going to be like 60 degrees in 2 days.
Yeah, it has
Oh, right.
seemed warm. I don't think the
Perfect.
groundhog's gonna see his shadow this year.
Didn't it already happen?
Did that already happen? No, I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
like
even
a
know when
while
that
ago.
is.
That
Yeah, I think
happens
that
at
was
a
a
point
few
where
weeks
it's
ago.
irrelevant for our weather patterns anymore.
So did he see it? Does anyone know? Oh, no, I'm curious.
He did not.
Aha.
I don't remember if that indicates more or less supposed winter.
No, if he
But-
doesn't, spring's coming soon. Winter's over. And if he does see it, isn't that how it works? I think that's how it works.
I have
That's
no
the part
idea.
that I never remembered.
It's
Yeah.
literally like a coin toss.
Yeah, and
There
if
we
he
go.
sees
That-
it, if he sees a shadow, then we got like more winter coming.
We all ready?
Exactly.
I think so.
How about these trolls, guys? They're all
Let's
trolling.
kill him.
Trolling.
They're probably big and stanky.
God.
After meeting a Shadar Kai named Aliva, who was searching for Trebre, our party continued onto the docks to meet up with the dockmaster. Discovering that the dockmaster Hedrick was deceased, and that another stranger named Fyeth Shadestone had disguised himself as Hedrick to keep himself from the Croc Boss, the group was informed that the Croc Boss was plotting to obtain the keys required to infiltrate, or rather, initiate, a terrifying merging of dimensions known as the Reclaiming. While discussing the matter of gaining trust from the Croc Boss to gather information, starting by attending a gathering of delegates being held at the end, D1's homunculus spotted smoke cascading from the building where he had stashed the secret amulet they acquired from the trials beneath Trebre's home. Discovering that it was the amulet, mysteriously heating to an intense temperature, Rummy removed it from where it was stashed. During this process, he noticed some strange-looking creatures hiding nearby. Deciding to investigate the perplexing presence of such creatures, our adventurers stealthily move in towards them. And that's where we're going to begin this evening.
Oh yeah.
Brandy can't even see up the grass.
Hey,
All right. We are currently... 1 second. Sorry. All right. Just someone walked in with my food.
Like we're
It's hilarious.
currently
The perfect
on
time.
the edge of our seats.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay. As we left off here, everyone was kind of preparing for possibly a bigger, a scuffle, so to speak. I went ahead and took the liberty this week of making the map a little bigger here for everyone. so that we don't have to struggle with.
Oh god. Zooming and shit.
Yeah, it's zoom out a little bit and zoom back in. You should be able to see everything.
Hell yeah, this is perfect. Oh god, the house is moving.
The house
Sorry.
is alive. That's
My
right.
bad.
House
There's an
The corner
earthquake.
isn't clipped off.
I'm sorry.
So, hey, the building's corner isn't
Oh.
clipped off.
Yeah. Boop.
Noise.
we can definitely make it around now.
Yeah. So, okay. So, as you kind of all choose an area here, to kind of find your best place to ambush these trolls who seem to be looking in this direction. And I should actually clarify that troll is a very general statement, a very general identity of what these creatures might be. D1, you have absolutely seen creatures of this type on your journey, as we've talked about in last session. However, these are a little different from what you see through Rummy's perspective. The little light that you do see through the rain that seems to be falling down through the very heavy, high weeping willow trees that seem to be all over the area here. As you look around, you can smell the rot and decay in the pools of shallow water that kind of litter the entire landscape here. As you could look around, and you do, for a moment, all of you hear a voice in your mind. It is Phiath, and he says to you, if you're gonna do this, there is one thing that I can assist you with. He takes a deep breath. You can kind of feel his the pressure behind his words as he begins to utter an incantation, words that you've never heard of before, that I won't even try to utter here because they are in such a language that human translation doesn't do them any justice. And as he finishes his last syllable, you feel a glimmer of heat kind of radiate through your body from the tips of your toes all the way through your shoulders. All of you are invigorated, meaning you have now just endured the effects of a long rest without actually having taken a long rest. So go ahead and reset all of your stats. I mean your hit die and all that good stuff. Essentially, you've just received a long rest, a super long rest.
So do I change my hit point maximum back to my maximum then?
Everybody is back to max hit points. You also, as in addition to this, you have all of your hit die back. So if you had spent any, normally you get half of them back on the long rest. You get all of them back this time. So complete reset. As the wave of energy courses through you, for a moment, I need everyone to please roll me a Constitution save.
We all got STD.
Sorry, Wisdom save.
A
wisdom?
wisdom?
Sorry.
Wisdom.
My bad. Yeah, Wisdom save. I read it wrong.
Sorry, and then I'm gonna ask another annoying question. The save is like
No.
not the one, the 3 or sorry, oh my god, I can't count. The 6 on the left, right? It's the to the right of that under
Yes.
proficiency bonus.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I fucked
It's
that.
alright. No, it's alright, man. I always take the first one if it's an advantage. You if you want to keep it toggled on, it's fine. It's just, if you don't have advantage, I'll just always take that first number.
Okay, cool. That
It's fine. You
works.
can leave it.
Fuck
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. What do we got? Ronan, Brandy, Aliva, Griffin, the D1, and I think I need one more. I do not. Sorry, my math. Imagine. Okay. Brandy and Ronan, you feel a little lightheaded for a moment after the heat kind of leaves your body, and just for the sake of not going too deeply into it and wasting a lot of time, you both feel a little bit heavy. We'll say your joints are a little tight as you kind of experience what could only be described as a magic hangover.
Ew.
Gotcha.
You don't seem to feel any power effects yet, but you do feel there's something just isn't. You feel like you could use a nice long rest.
Yeah, I've had hangovers before. I gotcha.
Yeah. The both of you, Griff. You feel like hell. You can probably you feel like you can fight. You feel like the day is going to absolutely be stomped beneath your feet as you see it. But you also feel lightheaded a little. Your mouth is dry.
Could use some
such.
peaches.
It's true. Aliva and D1, you feel absolutely rested. You feel your thirst is quenched. You're not hungry in any way. As a matter of fact, you almost feel a little bit of a boon to your step. And that's all the further I'll go on that.
Ooh.
Okay. I will leave you. I'll hand the floor here to you, and I'll just let you do what you'd like. You go ahead and take the floor.
So where did I spot the trolls on this map? They're hiding in these trees up here?
Yeah, in the tree line. Yeah. And from what you can tell, if you would like me to, I can also here. Let me just do this now. That way you can see inside the shack. So
Yeah.
there is a little opening right here. For everybody who can see, I'm pinging it. Yep, there's a little
Okay.
opening right here between this pole and kind of this part here, this square right here. There's an opening here. And the opening is big enough for you to squeeze through. All of you at this point. So you can use that as an avenue here, if that's even...
Okay, and I think Rummy was just right inside there, like, staring out that hole, so I put him back in, yeah. Perfect.
All right.
So it's like a tunnel.
It's like a little piece of where the kind of the wood on the side here has kind of been pried up and is loose. If you can imagine kind of like a pried up piece of wood in the back of a shack that kids might kind of get in and...
Oh, hell yeah. I got you, dude.
Is that visible from the front where we are?
Not from the front. You have to actually go into the shack about halfway through it in order to see it from there. But you can totally see it from inside.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Ronan and just say, I think they're just past that tree line up ahead. Can I tell if they can see us where we are?
Roll a perception check, D1.
Perception.
Yeah.
I'll look at Diz and ask him, is rushing them still the plan?
I mean, if we can get the surprise on them, that's our best way to deal with these fuckers.
You still have telepathy as well, all of you. You can all communicate.
Really?
You can all communicate within your mind still.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So everybody hears the elevator music.
Peach, 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 peach.
Pete, yes.
That's
Well-
right, we're just hearing peaches.
My mind in real life at this point.
So, 12.
1 second.
I will think to the rest of the party, creep on up here, stay low.
I got it.
Sweet chariot.
You're like, I'm a natural.
Are we
So
able to move it?
definitely do that.
Yeah, so D1, you look in that direction and you don't see them.
Okay.
You were sure that they were there. You were sure that Rummy absolutely saw. As a matter of fact, was able to identify at 3 from what you could see. But in this moment, D1, at your position where you're standing and where you're looking, you just see trees and weeping willow branches and leaves and such.
Okay.
Bushes.
Now with that long rest thing that we got, is my minor illusion still going, or did that stop? Because I had a minor illusion of flames, sort of where I put behind where I thought they were standing.
I would say it's probably it was eliminated when you absorbed the
Long
spell.
rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so I can't get my little token, sorry, to move. Is there a reason why or something I'm doing wrong?
Oh.
Oh.
Controller token.
Oh,
You
there's like
have
little.
the
Hold on a
thing
second. Hold on.
highlighted on the left
So you're-
hand side of the screen.
You're actually painting. Yeah. It's so funny.
Sorry. I was like,
No,
what's
it's
happening?
okay.
Now we know exactly where you want to go.
Oh, I just deleted.
Well, I was just trying anything at this point. I was
Damn
like,
it.
why are we not moving? Getting frustrated. Alright.
Hold on.
So-
1 second. 1 second.
I would just like to have a brain.
Oh, I mean, we've all
We've
done
all
that.
done that. Oh yeah. You're
I
on
just
all
like
over
to
the
draw
map.
Just
little
large
lips in the corner.
swipe- Swipes
part of the
across the
learning
screen.
experience. Yeah.
I'm getting more and more frustrated. The swipes are getting bigger and bigger.
I'm going to, seeing as how we can communicate telepathically, so to speak, I'm going to say to everybody, follow Ronan into the tree line, and then I'm going to say to Brandy, you could try flying bitters
Yeah, I was thinking about doing
nice and
that.
high above them and see if he can get an eye on where these trolls are. I lost sight of them.
All right, yeah, I'd send bitters up into the air and see if they can track anybody down.
Okay.
Yeah. If
Where would
wanna
you
move
like,
them, bitters is back
yeah.
here.
So what you're looking at here are 50 to 100 foot trees, massive trees. Most of them are weeping willow. There are some dead trees here. Also some swamp ash and some oak, and some maple in the distance from what you can see on the hills. Bitters is pretty high up. I would say I think Bitters can fly 30 feet movement. So
I think it was
30
100.
Is it 100?
30 feet a turn, I think, but he can be 100
We'll just-
feet away from her.
Yeah, we'll just say that 100 feet high. We can put them up 100 feet if you want. At this distance, Brandy, roll a perception check for me through Bitter's eyes. All right. Okay. Does Bitters have any increases as well?
I don't think so.
I think only at night because owl.
Let me pull his card up.
Yeah, I got him here. Perception plus 3.
Okay, so you're gonna
Oh.
agree to that as well. Yeah.
See, what do I
So
know?
that's 15. All right, Brandy. You begin to pan the landscape at a 100 foot high. You can see Bitters up there. He's very little from your perspective, and he's hovering in air. And you can see Brandy. Anyone who's observing can see Brandy's eyes kind of all white as she kind of is just standing here. And Bitters begins to pan from left to right, or from right to left, and you begin to see Brandy in your perspective. There are hills rolling hills to the north. Probably multiple miles of rolling hills with no trees, just rolling hills. And then beyond that, there seems to be a mountain range and a tree line that you can see. It's pretty far, so it's hard to see. The mountains are so high that they reach into the clouds. You can't see the peak.
Oh gosh.
And to the west, to the northwest, Brandy, you see what I can only describe to you as what seems to be a massive city. It's gigantic, multiple tiers, many levels. There seems to be plateaus of buildings and such that stretch up onto a side of a mountain as well as part of the city. However, there's a giant purple glow that seems to be radiating from the city, and there's a pulse of kind of darker purple kind of light that you see that seems to pulse from some central area in the city outward. Maybe every 3 or 4 seconds there's a giant pulse that you see. You can also see out to the sea actually really well from this perspective, Brandy. You can see a little bit off the coastline. There's a chain of islands, maybe 400 or 500 feet. Beyond that, there are more islands, but they're so far it's hard to see. Something that's really interesting to you, Brandy, with your 15 perception. There are a series of rocks here that lead, that kind of are around a central island that seems to have a large mountain on it. And the island, around the island, it's very peculiar. You would almost swear that the rocks around the island almost take the form of an arrow or something that points at the island. It's very odd to you.
Okay.
You could pick that up pretty quickly. To your south, Brandy, you see there's mostly just a canopy of trees that you can see. It's really hard to see any holes down through the trees, but from what you do see, there are a mud and dirt road that leads really far south. It's very bumpy, twisty. There are many rocks and crags that kind of it goes through kind of a lower area of the land where it kind of dips down maybe 20 or 30 feet of a decline, and then you really can't see past that. There does seem to be a town or a village or something really far south. It's really hard to see. Sorry, I'm giving you a lot. As far as your perception of any beasts, trolls, creatures,
Yes.
wildlife, as you try and get a better perspective of where you are here, the trees are thick, Brandy, in this area. You feel like you might be able to make out some kind of a maybe possibly a limb, but then again, that could just be a downed log or something. So that was really long-winded.
Okay, so no, oh, that's okay. So no obvious sight of these creatures. Well, I think I would just telepathically relay to my cohorts here. I sent bidders out for an investigation, and we saw a lot of shit, but none of it pertaining to any monsters nearby.
Interesting. No, I'm certain I've seen them. Well, Rummy's seen them.
I trust you.
Can we still hear them?
Or smell them.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
It might be stinky.
Is this the closest you're getting?
Well, we were waiting to hear back from bidders.
Yeah, I guess I could always think I would be inclined to like skirt around in the
Brandy.
underbrush.
Sure. How do you want to do it? Do you want to like kind of go around like this, kind of like down or like really far around? Is that your plan?
Yeah, I think so. I would kind of do like counterclockwise motion to up to
Yeah.
getting
Kind of-
near towards those. What is that? A wood piles up there?
It is. Yeah. So first, Brandy, first roll a perception check for me, and then give me a stealth check. And do it with advantage, because you have some time here. Oh, an 18. Very nice. Oh, and a 27. Brandy's invisible. So, so as you kind of look into the tree line here, Brandy, you see that all of the kind of the greenery that you see around here at floor level here, around the floor of the bog here, it seems to be low enough, or rather high enough, that you can, in some areas, just get underneath a leaf or two and get real close to the ground and almost be completely unseen. It's about waist high. D1, Ronan, the shrubbery around here is about waist high where you're standing. And you see Brandy just kind of dip down below the line, and you just see the little branches wiggle as you could kind of see her path as she just leaves little wiggling branches in her wake. As she kind of, you see her kind of take a very curved and meandering path around, around trees and such. Brandy, roll a dexterity check for me.
It's like
as well.
Frodo.
An 8. Does she have naturally have advantage on that, Sato? I don't think she does, but
Dexterity checks? No, I don't think so.
on any of her gear, I don't think
I have the boots on for range, but that's it.
That's right. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go through this a little bit at a time here. As you begin to walk through, Brandy, you begin to step on very moist ground. It's almost as though some of the area here is water with a couple of layers of peat moss on top. And as you begin to move, you can feel like a wave underneath you, if you will, kind of a soggy kind of like you're walking on a mattress almost.
Yeah, sure.
It's very spongy in certain areas, but you manage to find your way through most of the shrubbery, except for your foot seems to slip through one of the pieces of moss at one area. It slips down about a foot until you hit solid ground underneath. There's absolutely a layer of peat moss kind of around the area here. But what you can tell is there's a rocky, like kind of a, what would I even call this? There wouldn't be ruins, but there's an area of a rock here. And
sure.
There seems to be something crouched down below the main level of the rock here, and looking through kind of an area of shrubbery where there's just a little tiny gap. And you can, from what you can see, they don't see you. And you can count it, Brandy. There are 2 standing here that are rather crouched here, from what you can tell. One very, very low to the ground, Brandy. And the first one that you see is covered in pustules and blisters. It has
tasty
warts, and the skin itself seems to move around and squirm, as if something might be underneath it. It's very odd. It's disgusting. As well as the smell, Brandy. You can smell this putrid, kind of half-rotted, sweet smell. It's horrid. As you stand here, and you're close enough to smell it, but not too close as to have it affect you. You kind of are right up on it, and that's because of your amazing perception and stealth checks. Although I will say this, there is a noise that you hear from the south of your position, Brandy. As you look back, you do see that there are 3 here, but the one that you thought was 2 is actually one of these creatures with 2 heads.
We just got to light this whole place on fire and get out of here.
I feel like I should give you just a little bit more, and then I'll shut up here. So, because I have a lot. You see kind of a diseased kind of a creature in front of you here. The one up next to it here, Brandy, it seems to have 2 heads, like a mutation or something. It doesn't look natural to you at all. As well as it has some kind of large pieces of wood kind of fastened around parts of its limbs, as though to kind of like almost to kind of as an armor.
Sure.
And as you kind of observe to the south of you with your great perception check, you notice the third. The third is absolutely terrifying, Brandy. As far as you can tell, you can see a little bit of a sparkle from the upper shoulder, and you kind of squint. Roll another perception check for me, just because. Just to see how detailed I get here. I don't want to go too much further here. I'm rambling. Giving you way too much.
One of the heads is smart.
Oh, 19.
Stupid.
So you see down here, Brandy, in this direction, you see the shoulder and the leg. The leg gives it away. This creature has plates of steel slid down in between a layer of muscle and skin on its leg.
Alright, so I'm seeing 3 monsters in total, but one of them has 2 heads, or 2 monsters?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like one of them has 2 heads. There's also one to the south here, so there's 3 in total. They don't see you. They don't see you at all, Brandy. They seem to be completely fixated on this spot. One thing that is really disturbing, and then I'll stop, is their eyes, or rather void of eyes. It
Is it their
seems
lack
to
of
be
eyes?
just a black hole with no reflection of light at all. It's just a pit of black. It's terrifying. It almost gives you goosebumps, like it makes your hair stand up on the back of your neck when you see this. They seem to be breathing slowly, but not moving as they gaze.
What are they looking towards?
The shack.
Oh, where we were.
Yes.
Alright, well, I gotta go, so... I'll see you guys later.
Are you heading back out?
I don't want to risk moving and making a sound, since I'm kind of concealed where I am.
You're really low to the ground, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just telepathically relay the information that there's 3 monsters. We unfortunately have to kill them all because they're scary looking. But one of them in particular has some kind of weird, kind of metal plates in his leg. I really don't like his vibe at all. But it's gonna be a fight because they look pretty tough. But they can't see for shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, what do you mean they have no eyes?
Yeah, there's no eyeballs there. There's just sockets.
Interesting.
No, that's
I
creepy.
mean, that's the least of our concerns. I'll be honest. You guys are not gonna like these guys.
Do they have a magic stone that they're passing back and forth between them?
Oh God!
Not that I can see.
Is there like a little dwarf named Frodo around?
Right?
I'm gonna say, we'll advance to your position. We're gonna crawl. At least I am. I'm gonna yell at everybody, keep down, try to keep below the bush line.
Yeah, because I'm assuming since their eyes are gone, they're just gonna be can hear really well, maybe?
Yeah. I guess we should still try to be stealthy here. And I'm gonna try to army crawl up to by Brandy.
You're gonna go prone?
Well.
So, did we misunderstand? I thought there was one south of Brandy, west of us. No?
Yep, there is.
So it's over.
Yep, so before you move, you're knocking yourself prone.
Would army crawling be prone? I guess
it would.
Technically, yeah.
Well,
on hands and knees, or elbows and knees, doing the elbow and knee crawl.
See, if they don't have eyeballs, do we have to get low, or do we just have to be quiet?
That's a good question.
Unless they have some other way
I don't
to
want to
see.
be wrong. Yeah,
I
I don't want to be wrong.
Eyeballless, or is just a couple of them eyeballless?
I think I saw all 3 of them had no balls.
They're all the same.
Them.
Yeah, from what you can see though, Brandy, it doesn't seem as though they can't see. It just seems as though they perceive things maybe differently.
Sure. Maybe they have a different senses or something. Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can also. I mean, if there's one separated from the other 2, that's kind of down here, closer towards where we are already, we could always try and ambush just one at a time.
think that'd be the smart idea.
And the other two will
Yeah.
definitely get involved, but maybe we can dispatch one before the other two get to us.
I mean, if we can separate and conquer, that's always a good game plan.
We also have the option of not fighting them at all.
True as
We just-
well.
We
Let's
just
see.
leave.
But do we just leave these fucking things just sitting up here?
I guess that wouldn't be very nice.
Yeah.
D1.
Yes.
Roll a perception check for me.
Perception.
A nice 19.
Yeah.
The tin that Rami is currently holding is almost too hot for him to continue holding,
Oh, even with his little metal hands.
even with his little metal hands. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Sounds insane, I know. But the reality is, you begin to, as soon as you sense this, you look over in Rummy's direction and you begin to, like, you close your eyes and you begin to see through his eyes. And you see that the tin is kind of rattling around a bit, like the lid is being harder and harder to keep closed as pressure begins to build there, as Rummy's little thumbs kind of fight to keep it held down.
Damn. Is there any, like, wire around this shed that he can find?
Wire?
Yeah, it was. I'm thinking rope, but rope might burn
Hell,
if the thing burns. But something
hell,
to wrap
roll
around the
a-
box.
So you go up to the shack here?
Or Rummy's already in the shack. I'm gonna Rummy. No, not D1.
Okay.
Rummy's gonna look.
Sure. So if you can take the time to look, but Rummy won't be able to move anything around without taking both hands off the tin. So if you really want to get a detailed look to see if there's anything here that can be helpful, he's gonna have to put the container down.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to do that. You know what? He is going to come this way and fly out the front.
Sure.
The front of the
Okay.
shack.
Yeah.
And
Griff, roll a perception check for me.
I just see him fly over my head.
This is gonna be
Just
great.
wave. Perception.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh fuck.
Oh,
I'm
an
blind.
8.
My
So-
eyes are black holes.
You hear what sounds like something clanking around in something metal, but that's all you can tell. It's really hard to tell what direction it's coming from.
Great. Now my eyes are as useless as my hands.
hopefully
All right.
everything else is working.
D1.
All right, so Rummy is holding the box.
Yeah.
He is going to boot it right out into the ocean.
The whole box?
Holding the box, he's going to boot it out. He's going to come out and he's going to dive right down into the ocean.
Oh, Rummy is gonna dive into the ocean.
Holding the box, yes.
How far down?
Right down to the bottom.
So, okay, holy shit. Hold on, 1 second, 1 second.
He said,
Ow.
peace.
This is how you go fishing.
So this is mostly
I have
just
to
tall
double check
grass, right? So
something.
in theory, if any of us can see him, we could all just turn around and see him.
Tall shrub.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Like, with you sharing vision with Rummy.
Yeah,
Do we
I'm
all
definitely
see that?
suspicious.
I
and then
think
also
so.
the fact that D1
Yeah.
just like
Does it-
blatantly closed his eyes. I'm really fucking suspicious.
Yeah, I feel like in this instance.
Do they see
Guys.
do we see what each other see or just hear what each other are
Well,
saying
it's
to each other?
it's communication, so it's really hard to. I'm trying to be as accurate as
think-
possible here.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I think I didn't tell Rummy to do this. Rummy's doing it on his own accord.
That's fair.
Yeah,
If there's no actual
we're all
open
watching.
communication, then that's fair.
yeah.
But
I
maybe
mean,
you're just so you all just see Rummy. So because here's the thing, D1 gave the order to
True.
Rummy without communicating because it's like a connection, and so what you guys are actually observing is Rummy just taking the box and running out of the shack and running into the ocean. Is that fair?
if they
Yeah,
can see
I
him. I
think
mean,
so.
he sort of came out the front, right?
I mean, I didn't.
Well, they're
see
all
shit.
seeing him in their minds. Is what we're saying. Is he's
Oh,
running?
Yeah, Because
he's going to.
It's like a cutscene.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess
I
he
would
sort
imagine.
of did this path here, right? Through these trees and then came out to the water like that.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine.
Yeah.
Cool. So is that the place that you want him to go, or do you want him to go out a little bit further?
Yeah, he's
How
gonna
far
come
out?
out. He's gonna come out to maybe at least out to this one here. And actually, he's gonna kind of go behind the docks too. So he's probably gonna go right around here.
Yep. Go ahead and move his token. Okay.
Yeah. So he's down there, and he goes right down to the bottom of the water, and he's gonna put the box down at the bottom of the ocean, and then grab a couple big rocks that he can find down there, and pile them on top of the box.
God damn,
Roll a
Remy's a
perception
beat.
check. No, this is a great idea. Roll a perception check.
Hang on, he won't have.
I should change the.
Remy's like part of SEAL Team 6,
That's right.
but he's a shark, so it's
Ooh,
Shark
a
Team.
9. I'm hoping it would be fairly easy to find rocks at the bottom of an ocean.
Yeah, so we'll say for the sake, I like where you're going with this, and we're gonna let it fly for a while. You find a couple of rocks here as Rummy splashes into the ocean. You hear the sounds of seagulls as it kind of quickly dissipates, and you're left with the sounds of the ocean underneath, and the thunder above it. As you kind of go to the bottom here, a good 15 feet to the bottom, to the shore here, D1, you see there are a whole host of different kinds of life down here. There's coral, there are crabs. You're sure you see a lobster or some sort of weird fish dash off in a different direction. And just underneath where it was laying, you do see a little spot. It isn't rocks, but it's a little spot that you might be able to wedge that down into. It's not guaranteed, but it looks like it might be good enough for now.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna try to wedge the box in there, and like I said, he's gonna try to pile a couple rocks on top of it.
Sure, yeah. We'll say you put a couple rocks on there for sure.
Okay. Does he want to stay there with it? For now, he's gonna stay there with it.
He's gonna stay there with it.
Yeah.
I think Rummy can too. Like he doesn't.
No, he doesn't have to
Yeah,
breathe.
you don't breathe.
Yeah. He's a little robot shark.
Yeah.
I just see him like dip into the ocean, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is there something in the ocean as well? Like thinking like another enemy?
I mean, he's a shark. He likes the water. Is that a horrible?
Weird little
Is that a horrible
There you
lie?
go.
Well, the
Yeah.
look I
That's a
give
pretty
you.
bad lie.
The look.
Yeah.
Just, okay.
You let go of the container.
No, he's staying down there. He's
Oh,
got the
yeah,
rocks
yeah.
piled on top of it, and he's
Sorry.
under there watching it, putting weight on the top of the rocks that he put on the top of them, just sort of watching
That's
the whole
right.
situation. Yeah,
Gotcha.
He's made a
All right.
shark
Yeah.
nest.
that's right.
Perfect. All right. As you begin to, or rather, as you continue to observe, the lid itself kind of tumbling around a bit. Little bits of what seems to be black and purple smoke. It's hard to say underneath the water, but it kind of creeps out the bottom, kind of like little tentacles, until it kind of disperses into the water. You can kind of see it just disperse little by little into the seawater as the lid rattles around a bit underneath the couple of rocks that you found underneath there. It seems to be pretty secure for the moment, as Rummy continues to observe it, but
Yeah,
it is
he's-
absolutely still doing
Yeah.
whatever it's doing.
Yeah, he's down there just keeping guard on it, checking
That
it,
was
making
the,
sure. Yeah.
Was that the Parathis in there?
Oh,
Totally fucking
the
zen.
amulet.
Ah,
Yeah, that we got off of Athazar's
okay,
tomb
cool.
there,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. Switching shit up.
All right, perfect. So Rummy is staying down there, yes?
He is staying down there. Yes.
Okay. This is great.
Which gives up my bonus action attack, but we gotta watch that box.
It's pretty important. It's pretty
I'm
important.
thinking so.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Rummy is gone. It seems to be a lot quieter now. In your mind as well, D1. There is less haze, we'll say. You're able to think a little bit more clearly. What would you like to do? Brandy, you're still in a great position here underneath the shrubbery. This creature that's massive doesn't see you or doesn't even, I can also tell you, I didn't really give you a good description. I'm not going to take too much more of your time here. You can tell, Brandy, that when these things stand up tall, they're anywhere from 9 feet to 12 feet.
That's just too
They're
tall.
massive. And their skin is green.
They don't need to be like that.
They're really big. And they have this kind of weird, wrinkly, tough green skin that's blotchy in areas that seems to kind of wriggle and such on its own. There's little areas it just starts to. It's almost like a muscle spasm. Have you ever had one of those? And you just like, it's almost like that where a little part of skin just starts moving around erratically, just in its spot, and then calms. And then another area next to it starts to move around erratically and stops. Everything about this creature seems unnatural.
Is there?
Yeah,
that's a
I'm
weird
trying to figure out
question.
like where it would have came from. What are they doing here?
Yeah, or like if it's like if we recognize any kind of like magical properties about him, I guess.
So you're really
Things
far
seem
away.
diseased.
Yeah, no, a
Yeah,
great
no,
question.
I'm
I would
just
say, but if you want to
looking through
relay
the
that,
mind's eye.
yeah, if you want to relay that to Brandy,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'll just tell you, through the mind, like, maybe check to see if you can, recognize any magic, like, that they have, or maybe affected by.
yeah. Do you want to try and detect to see if there's any magic at play here, Brandy?
She's like, nope.
Wait, what did you
What's
say?
that?
I would say roll an Arcana check for me, and we'll see if there's any magic at play here that you can detect.
Oh, I don't even want to know. There better not be. It'd be magical and 12 feet tall.
With a 12,
And two
it's
heads.
really hard to say. It's really hard to get over the smell. Brandy.
Little ugly
Smell is
bastards.
just, it's so bad.
Stinky
It's hard to get
bastards.
any closer. Yeah.
They smell so bad you can't do shit to detect anything.
As a matter of fact, Brandy, as you stand here,
It's a good
Ass
defense.
out
oh look at that.
from the stink.
As you stand here, no, that'd be great though. You kind of pinch your nose a bit as you kind of just move to like the left just a little, kind of get out of the range a little, and you bump up against something you thought was a rock,
Oh no.
and you look down, and it seems to be the heel of this creature that you're looking at.
Oh my god.
You are right in the bubble of this creature, we'll say. Like you're right in where he's kind of like, you're maybe a foot away, and you didn't realize it. He's behind you. Like his foot is kind of behind you as you back
Okay.
into it, but you're looking in front of you at him. Does that make sense?
He's like laying flat.
He's kind of like laying flat, yeah, with his leg kind of
Okay, sure.
bent out.
And I just
behind him.
didn't realize like how long his legs were. Okay.
Exactly.
I can picture it now. Yeah, so I'll pee my pants. I'll shit myself.
Couple of
He
turds.
snuck up on you.
Tell him, giddy up, Buttercup. Hop on.
Stab
Flip
him.
the script.
Stab his leg instinctively. No. I'll play my cool. I'll just say, one of these guys are just they're really close to me. So I have a feeling we'll have to make a move soon. Otherwise, I'm about to get squashed.
You
Even though it
will.
doesn't seem like
Alright.
he's noticed me yet.
He is not. Even when you bumped into him.
Okay, so did you portray that to the rest of us that she's
Yes, I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Yeah, I'll definitely move the fuck up at this point.
Yeah, I
like-
think we're all gonna move up. I think.
Because you guys would be able to tell where I am, right?
I mean, not if you're that low, right?
We sort of seen what direction you're going in. We might not be able to physically see you, but we could probably, just
You could
guesstimate
communicate
where you
mentally
went.
with us. A vague
Yeah, because I would
concept of
see
where
you.
you're at.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of guide you to me.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Okay,
take
I'm
cover
still
behind
gonna
this tree.
army crawl, hands
I
and
say just go
elbows,
slow.
and we're gonna army crawl up to by Brandy.
Okay, so I need. You're gonna do the stealth?
Yeah, we're gonna try to do it as stealthily as possible.
Perfect. So you have, or sorry, rather, I need whoever is doing it, you and Ronan, I'm assuming, or all three of you.
I think everybody.
Oh wow.
No, I'm not.
A
No.
little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh okay. Aliva is not.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang back as well behind the tree here.
You got it.
I'm gonna start kind of just more casually approaching.
Yeah.
Just straight up casually approaching. Let them take the stealth route, and I'm not accustomed to stealth.
Yeah. So you're just kind of like, not quietly even. You're just kind of like trotting through the shrubbery here to this point.
I wouldn't even say trotting, just like a confident stride.
Yeah. Perfect. There is some. Just for the sake of it, I know that you're not stealthing. Let's roll. No, I won't do that. You are like not running. You are striding through the confident stride, like you said, and you're brushing up against some pieces of shrubbery and some sticks and twigs and things that are some dead branches, and pieces of your armor are making little sounds as branches scrape against them, and you can hear the chinging and chinging of the chainmail kind of clinking down onto plate, kind of the gauntlet, or rather your boots kind of you can hear the sounds of the briars and such, the underbrush kind of scraping across the metal. As you kind of stop in your moment here. Oh, shit! If I could roll like on the desk, that'd be awesome. And is that where you want to end up, right there?
Sure. Let's say
All
yes.
right. So roll a dex check for me. We're gonna get to D1 and Ronan in just a moment here. Let me just do this quick.
Dexterity. Or am I blind? Where are you?
Just because the underbrush is really hard to see. 11. You begin to feel around the pond here, around the water. There's a little bit of a spongy feel about the ground here, just around the water. As you kind of come to find your place here in the brush, observing what your comrades will say are currently doing at the moment. Ronan and D1, I would like you to both roll a perception check and a stealth check for me. Well, perception, stealth, and dexterity. I know there's a lot.
Perception, stealth, and
You know what? Let's do this. Roll a stealth check for me first.
Okay.
Maybe one of them goes first.
Damn. 14.
Okay, 14 and a dirty 20 for Ronan. Very nice.
Nice.
So you kind of get down below the brush as well. Ronan, this doesn't seem too hard for you at all. You kind of put your hand down on flat on the ground, and you feel the softness and the moist of the ground here. It's so wet here. Everything is wet here, or damp. And you kind of get down underneath the tree line or the shrubbery line, and with just kind of the tips of your shoulders and maybe your head sticking out as you kind of make your way. D1, as you get down lower, you find that it's really hard to kind of get through some of the shrubbery on the broken branches underneath, but you make your way a little bit loud. Doesn't seem to be any effect though, from what you can tell from Brandy's communication with you in the moment. Griff, you're just kind of standing in the spot here?
I was actually going to unsummon my echo and kind of move up closer to Ronan and
Sure.
yeah.
So you want to stealth and get down low too?
Yeah, definitely. I'll crouch down in the shrubberies.
All right, roll a
The
stealth check
shrubbery.
for me.
Stealth. Gotcha.
16, not
What
bad.
the fuck?
Griff, you get
That's
down
heavy
low.
armor.
Damn.
Oh wait, oh heavy armor 7.
Yeah.
Griff, you get down low. There are many branches and twigs and such in your way here. You can definitely attempt to move forward if you'd like to in this position, but you know that you are probably going to make some noise on your way.
Ooh. Okay. In that. Yeah, I won't attempt moving, but I will.
You're just going to get down low.
I'll get down lower, but just to avoid like making noise. But I will try and summon my echo like above the shrubbery, and like 30 feet out. So, fuck, I'm
Yep.
trying to find their their ruler here.
Like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like right above the shrubberies.
Okay.
The shrubbery.
Yep, you got it. So I need D1 and Ronan to both roll me a dex check as well as a perception check.
Dexterity.
Which
check.
one you want first?
Dex, please. Oh, nice. D1, as you begin to move along, you find pretty solid areas in front of you, despite some of the branches that you kind of make your way through. And as such, you kind of find a really good spot of underbrush. D1, your shoulders are sticking out and like a little bit of the top of your head. But in this environment, even from 15, 20 feet away, it'd be really hard to see you. Ronan, as you continue on here, you kind of get close to this body of water, and your left hand goes through the upper layer of dirt and muck, up to your shoulder, and your face actually kind of gets dunked just for a moment into this black, mucky, disgusting water underneath this top layer of seemingly moss. It seems to just be around the perimeter of the water here, and that you kind of make a mental note of that.
Yep, I almost know how this tastes, and now the rest of you do too.
No, so yeah, you could go ahead and RP that if you want to do whatever you'd like.
So
it's pretty
okay.
disgusting.
So yeah, just as everybody's like creeping around, moving, and everybody's in motion, I just hear the heavy armor chunking around behind me. So I just kind of like slowly turn 360 degrees and watch what they're doing. And then I face plant into that shit.
Oh, nice. That's great.
Like, it tastes fine to me.
You could tell the ground here is soft in some areas. Surely, Ronan.
Yeah, I'll communicate to Griff and Aliva. Try to come up on my right side. My left side is all goop.
I also warn that the ground is soft by me, and that the trees around us are so dry that if we do use fire on these trolls, we may set fire to them.
That wouldn't be a problem with me.
Make it a party.
We'll try to avoid a forest fire, yes.
Roast trolls on the Barbie.
All right.
Hell yeah.
And you wanted a perception
Yes.
roll as well?
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
A boop. Fuck me.
Oh, shit.
Heavy armor is distracting y'all.
The clinkety clanks.
All right. What do we got here?
8 and a 13.
8 from me.
right, 8 and a 13. Very nice. All right. Ronan, as you begin to or continue to kind of scoot along, trying to find your spot, you can see where D1 is underneath the underbrush here through like the branches. You can see what you think might be Brandy. It's really hard to tell. Actually, you don't seem to see any creatures, but you smell something that could just be the rot that you unearthed from underneath.
That nostril full of peat.
It could be. It very much so could be.
That's
D1.
me, sorry.
D1, you still at this site at this distance. You get up and you look around a little. You don't see anything. You just see a bunch of moss. You see shrubbery. You see different colored shades of green. Lots of dead trees in this part of the bog here. Lots of ponds, very shallow ponds. The one next to you here, you could smell the stagnant. The stagnance of the water just kind of hitting you in the face. But you don't see anything.
I'll mentally communicate with Brandy and just say, "Are we close? You said you've seen one."
Ooh, wait, what?
I'm gonna say to you with telepathy. Yeah. I go, "Are we close to this creature? Do you see where they are?"
Listen, he's about 600 feet long. He is nearby. Well, I mean, you're definitely nearby, D1, so.
Yeah, I can't see them. I mean,
What I probably could have bitters fly overhead, like nestle in a tree near where I am, because you might be able to see the owl more than you can see me. And we know owls are silent, so.
That's a good idea. Can you move your bitters token? You can probably move them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I can just have bitters come up and land on like the tree above where I'm crouching.
Sure.
I feel like you guys would be able to see him at least gliding through.
That's a good idea. An owl's pretty, they'll probably just think it's just a regular owl looking for mice.
Yeah.
Little do they know. The blood.
Hope they're not hungry.
It's like the rabbit from Monty Python.
Okay. Bitters is flying. How high? Just kind of like flying, like normal, like 30 feet.
I would say like 20 to 30 feet for sure, just because I know how long these scary monsters are. I want them to stand up and grab my baby boy.
Yeah, for sure. And how close are you, like, getting Bitters to the tree line here? Do you want him to just kind of like go to the tree and kind of like land in the tree as like a normal action for an owl?
Yeah, I think he would just like fly in, probably even over the heads a little bit of our companions, and then land 20 feet above where I'm at.
All right, like right there?
Yeah, that looks good.
Perfect. All right, Brandy. As Bitters flies in, you can see him kind of go from 100 feet kind of down 70 to 50, kind of descending. You get a good perspective of where you are. You can see where you are through Bitter's eyes as he gets closer to you. And he makes his way to you, and you can see just how gigantic this creature is right here, and absolutely hidden it is, unless you absolutely know what to look for. With no perception check necessary, because we're riding on your last one through Bitter's eyes, just for the moment here. However, Brandy, when you see Bitters land on the branch, for a moment you feel a little bit of fear as you watch a very large limb go from behind you and reach up into the tree and snatch bitters into the palm of its hand, Brandy,
Oh, damn.
and begin
No,
to
it's
bring
on.
it down to him as you see his mouth begin to open.
Oh, no.
Bro.
No,
No, then I
Fuck others.
You want to respond?
besto friendo. Yeah, I'll kill that monster for touching my baby.
Oh man! All right. Are you going to? Are you going to don your weapon and attack?
Yeah, I'm
Jump
gonna
into its
jump on
mouth.
his chest and stab his heart out.
All right. This is perfect. Brandy, roll a hit with advantage.
Okay.
Wow. That is definitely a hit, Brandy.
Bastard.
That's
Let my
21
friend
damage.
go.
Are you doing
Is there
Blooming
anyone
Blade
beside
or-
him? Is it just one,
One
or is
second.
there one beside him?
1 second.
I believe the two others were nearby, but like not.
The two others were more north, but now I'm questioning what he is and saying, are there two to my west rather than just the one we thought?
Yeah, I don't know how closely they were clumped up.
Sure,
Yeah.
but they seemed a
Great,
little bit separate.
Yeah. So Brandy, as
So it'd
soon
have
as
to be
you
with another one within 5 feet of the first one in order to do the extra damage.
Yeah, so
I
as soon as you unsheath your weapon and you drive the tip of it into what you seem to see just a mass, a mass of green.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem the least bit stunned by your piercing. It actually takes bitters, and I'm so sorry for this. Don't hate me. And eats bitters right in front of you,
My God.
as well as
My vengeance will know no bounds.
hold on.
Top 10 anime villain arc. Yeah, that's brutal.
My
Is it-
familiar. I'll have to summon another one and give him a new name.
You see, you
You
see,
can resummon the same one.
you can.
Yeah.
He just kind of goes into. He doesn't actually like suffer or anything. He just goes into the
Better
plane
not.
that he came from. So
He's like, oh shit!
yeah, so this creature didn't get anything out of that. It actually just disappeared. Like there was no satisfaction.
I can't believe
he
he just got
poofs
Android
back
17.
home.
Yeah, he just poops back home. As you pierce what seems to be the leg of this creature, it turns its head slowly in your direction, Brandy, and then stands up. You see the one next to it begin to roar. As it begins to stand up. This one is 10 foot tall, Brandy. It's at the top, all the way to it reaches the top of the dead tree here beside you. It has two heads, from what you can tell, and it is absolutely set its gaze in your direction with its pitch black sockets. And that, my friends, I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Okay. One quick question. I think
Sure.
if that two-headed one is within 5 feet, which it looks like it is, she can roll her green flame blade damage.
It is not within 5 feet.
Oh, it's not within 5 feet. Okay.
There.
Gotcha.
They're
Yeah,
spread
just
out
double
evenly for ambushing. Yeah, these creatures wouldn't be right up on each other like that. They would absolutely be spread out so that they wouldn't succumb to ambushes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Alright.
was just wondering because of that.
No, good question.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Me and my initiatives.
Oh, I know, man. We even tried to help you.
I know, I
thought
even
I
have a
did.
plus.
Dude, holy shit. Me and Ronan. What are the odds, yo?
Yeah, you guys have to
If,
re-roll.
rollies.
You're both 14.
If you want to just go first, that works for me. Can round
All
up.
right.
Yeah, you can do that.
One second.
Yeah, I think going after your Eldritch Blast might actually be best. Although I
Well,
wonder
if
we
I
can...
would have seen that thing grip bitters, I probably would have shot an Eldritch Blast at him, like, you fucking bastard.
Well,
If I have line of sight on it and all of that shit. If I
so
don't,
you do not. That's the thing. So yeah, you unfortunately like it like at the time that it grabbed bitters, you were all trying to see it like as per the perception rolls. You just weren't getting high enough rolls.
yeah,
And
no,
We
so-
just heard in our
yeah.
heads.
Yeah.
You killed Bitters, you bastard.
Yeah. Randy. All right. If you are keeping track, the order is Ronan. Congratulations, Ronan. Ronan, Griff, trolls, or creatures, we'll say. Not trolls, creatures.
They're sensitive.
Aliva, Brandy, and D1.
Lord.
So, Ronan Griff. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that should be it. Oh, except I didn't spell a lever right.
I like how creatures is somehow less, like, I guess, offensive than trolls to these things. Troll creatures.
Well, it's so funny. Calling a creature by its actual name is like a bad thing that DMs shouldn't or not supposed to do.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
I have to get used to not doing that because
That seems weird. Okay.
Wow, how uncool of
because
you.
I know, right? There's a lot of reasons why, man. It's just like the simple
Yeah, that's
definition is just it makes it
yeah.
less easy for the players to metagame. It makes it more compelling to kind of
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, you know.
Describe
full
it. with
immersion.
it. Yeah, just like
Yeah.
a description. Yeah,
Exactly.
that makes sense.
But so that's the order. Ronan, Griff, creatures, Aliva, Brandy, D1. And with that being said, I think we should take a break right here, if you guys don't mind. And we will come
Sure.
back and let's do some slaughtering.
Can do that.
Fishes.
Awesome. Okay.
Aliva,
Oh, yeah.
you have any kind of questions on what you can and should, or I guess not should?
You're back.
Any questions about how anything works?
That's a good question, actually, in and of itself.
Oh,
I was
God,
looking
it's
over my
mansplaining.
little cantrips. I was like, oh yeah, I have cantrips. I can use those. And I'm like read my own things. He's like, what the fuck can I do? I basically have one little thing I can do to help somebody if they're standing next to me, but I'm an antisocial grouch and nobody's standing next to me. So fuck that. And then I have Toll of the Dead, which is nice for these guys, I guess.
Told that that's pretty good.
And then it looks like if I were to do, oh god, where is it at? If I were to
you got your
avatars, and then eventually, sorry, what?
your weapon attacks, which you can add smites to.
Yeah, I was just looking at Searing Smite, is the fire one at least, because they're talking about fire damage being necessary. But also, if these guys are really grody, then maybe Divine might be a good way to go too.
Well, okay, so Searing Smite and Divine Smite work a little differently.
Okay.
Divine Smite is just a burst of radiant damage. Searing Smite applies a flame dot to your target if you hit it. And I want to say at the start of its turn, it makes a Constitution save. If it makes that save, that fire dot damage goes away.
Okay.
Yeah, so Steering Smite's a concentration spell that you cast. It takes up a spell slot. The next time you hit, so it only works for one attack. Next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, it deals an extra 1d6 damage.
Huh,
So one of you
did
guys
play
access
it?
my little sheet? Because
Oh,
now I can
say it
access
okay.
it.
Yeah, it is Cam.
Yeah.
So did you play a paladin, Ronan?
I've played alongside a lot of paladins.
I'm gonna be right back.
Oh,
Sorry.
shit. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
Steering,
was like,
Steering
wow,
Smite
you
is
got
just a
it down.
concentration spell that forces them to do a saving throw at the beginning of each turn, or take the 1d6 damage. And depending on what level she cast it at, which I believe she can cast it first or second, whatever she decides.
Shit, okay. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if, like, you know, the paladins natural, because they, I don't know, like what type of magic they normally use, but it seems like it would be the opposite of whatever the fuck the trolls have.
Well, they draw their power from the divine. So
I had read an interesting thing about that, actually. It's not. It used to be like an old school D&D paladin. Yes, absolutely, they were given power from a god who was divine. With 5th edition and the speculation of 1 D&D, it's more that paladin has faith and belief in something, not necessarily a god.
it's still linked
Right.
to it because the power.
Weird.
So your power has to come from somewhere, and belief is not enough. And even says that in the DMG, which is why I should actually be like doing way more things with you and your lock to make you earn your powers. But we haven't been. But there's a lot of stuff about that in the DMG.
Yeah.
I only know because I've been reading up a lot on it lately.
Yeah.
He has stolen lock valor.
Yeah, I think it's something that comes up occasionally, or the way Matt played it for.
It's a weird thing, yeah. Like he's right though. Like belief, a paladin can change their deity, quote unquote. They have that choice. So
Yeah, and she's Vengeance, which is. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but yeah,
She
there's
believes in
definitely
violence
some.
so
There is some
hard,
deity
it gives her
factor to it.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the thing I saw was just like a discussion on some fucking.
No, it's a
board
good
somewhere.
discussion.
It was interesting. I
Maybe
kind of
she
like that
believes in-
concept.
So, like, her whole character is, like, bent on vengeance, pretty much.
It's a subclass. If you read Vengeance Paladin, it's not necessarily hell bent on vengeance for everything. It's more like if something is doing evil, they will go out of their way to hunt it down relentlessly, like in a
Gotcha.
vengeance way, kind of. But
They, like,
some
right the
paladin
wrong.
orders,
That's cool.
yeah,
some paladin orders are specifically, like set up, I will say, to counter other evils in the world, right?
So, it's the opposite of Batman. It's Batwoman. It's not
Okay.
justice, it's vengeance.
it
Right,
got
sorry, I-
Batman.
Had to feed myself and all the animals really fast. I kind of
Yeah.
vaguely overheard this conversation. Yeah, I'm definitely vengeance prone,
Yes.
but in a like, I think I'm morally superior than half the things I fight. Therefore, what I'm doing is right and they're evil.
Ah, okay, the righteous crusader. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can Google
That's pretty
Paladin
cool.
and look at the Vengeance subclass, Chomsky. It's a cool one. It's definitely
Paladin
a
is
cool
pretty
one,
wicked.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been still digging this fighter, man. Like, Echo Knight was perfect.
Dude, Echo Knight is fucking bitching.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
super
It's just
powerful, yeah.
One.
It's weird because it's like, even though the whole no hands bullshit, it's like, I feel like the Echo Knight kind of makes up a little bit for that. I mean, certain things has been, yeah, tricky, but I mean, being able to duplicate yourself is OP as fuck.
It's really
Little
good,
bit.
yeah. Well,
It's
I'll
like
be
that
right back
thing
in
can
one
fly.
second.
But then again, the book that subclass comes out to on the very first page is like, look, this shit is tuned a little higher than most.
Oh, I could definitely see
But
that,
yeah.
dude. Straight up easy mode on most, like tropes and everything. It's like you basically just get to control a ghost the whole game.
Pretty much. Until something slaps it and it just goes away.
Yeah, easily defeated.
But you're standing back like, huh? You thought. Magic hat.
I mean, dude, just the fact that this thing can fly is like way too OP.
Yeah, it does have some interesting interactions, like... And the rules in the book aren't necessarily, like, crystal clear on a handful of things. But yeah. Like, watching Matt Mercer, I think one of his villains was that particular subclass and a higher level, so they had access to a handful of nifty things that you'll get. But like watching him and how strategic that shit can be, it's nuts.
Yeah, is it like what is it, like fucking Unleash Avatar or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, playing a villain with this class would be awesome.
Oh
Honestly.
yeah.
How's the?
Who knows? Give it an item that may fucking help its little image.
That'd be badass, honestly. Double image.
Yeah. The roleplay opportunity that you could do with that.
Exactly, man.
Everybody here.
I
Yes.
think Sato might.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, might still be gone.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm like dragging tonight. I apologize for that.
No worries, man.
Here, yeah, it seems normal to me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I keep
You're
zoning
right.
out,
I'm my
so
own
I'm
worst
not
critic.
even really here.
It's okay. I'm just trying to try to tell a good
No,
story.
it's fine, man.
Hey, a question again on fighting. Sorry. For like
Yeah.
for class of paladin, it says like I have like something called lay on hands, and which I can actually take. I think I'm reading this right. Health from a creature and then actually give it to somebody else. How do I actually go about utilizing that? I don't see like a
So
spell
you have
cast.
If you click on that
You have
thing's name in the spell list,
Yeah.
and then click the little speech bubble next to it,
So lay on hands is
That's
you have a pool of healing that replenishes when you take a long rest,
yeah.
and you can use that to restore a total number of hit points equal to your paladin level, I think times 5.
Yeah.
So you can touch a creature and use that pool to heal an amount from that pool worth of hit points to the creature. You can do it anytime. I think you can spend 5 points from your pool to cure a target of a disease as well, which is cool.
Okay.
you can neutralize disease or poisons.
Oh, there you go. Yep. I was just reading about this.
Yeah, so as far as like taking health from the opponent, no.
Mhm.
It's just your personal hit point pool.
Okay.
for
Yeah.
Lay on Hands.
It's a whole separate pool, which is really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, Lay on Hands is pretty badass.
Yeah.
It's just like WoW.
There's so many options. I feel like I'm gonna forget
Here you
the
go,
majority of them.
Oh, that happens to me every single time. I'm like, pull up the character sheet, pull up all my info.
There you go. I got you.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Is everyone here?
Yeah, I am.
Sounds like they were-
I don't
Sado.
know if Sato's still gone or not.
Sadinator.
D1 to PNU. It's so easily could be D1 to PWU, or just PWN, to 1 to Pwn.
Remember when he introduced himself in game, and he's like, "Or you can call me this." I was like, "I'm not gonna call you that."
Hey, I'm back.
That
Was that
shit
D1
blew
to
right over my
PNU?
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, took me like a day to get it, man. You got me with that shit. Like, God damn it. I remember saying it like, what am I saying? Like, what the fuck?
Nice.
For like a
Nice,
week
nice.
straight.
I mean, it's just
All right.
an acronym for his actual name.
Everybody ready?
Let's do it.
I believe so.
Let's do this.
All right. Okay, so Brandy was the only one that was able to really get a sneak hit off,
Yeah.
which is all right. It was kind of fitting. It worked out. So, with that being said, Ronan, you're up first, but you know in your mind that there are more than this from what you know, but you only see these two. And with that,
Okay.
Ronan, you're up. Griff, you're on deck.
Alright, so through this mental link, I know that dearly beloved Bitters is gone. I'm mad. I'm gonna start walking up.
Get him.
Yeah, you see as you begin to walk up this massive 10-foot tall creature standing in front of you. As a matter of fact, yeah. You suck, Reeks. All right, hold on. This large bipedal green-skinned giant is about 1.5 times as tall as a human, but very thin. It has long and ungainly arms and legs. The legs end in a great three-toed foot. The arms are wide, powerful hands with sharpened claws. The hide is rubbery, and its hair is thick and ropey, and it seems to writhe with its own energy. In other words, as you observe these creatures, the skin itself seems to move on its own. Little patches of skin seem to start to wiggle on their own. All right, what would you like to do, Ronan?
As I'm walking up, I'm going to start casting Eldritch Blast, and as soon as I see the green token one, I will let that fly at him.
Sorry. All right. Eldritch Blast. That is a 19. You are hitting. That is enough, Ronan. You're hitting. We're gonna go ahead and color code them so you can just tell me green, red. Are you hitting green?
Yep.
All right. As your Eldritch Blast, you can describe it if you'd like to. Give it a little flavor.
Yeah, so as I'm walking up, it's just like a little poof of greenish, purplish smoke.
Okay.
And I basically throw it at him.
Nice. It kind of forms in your hand and you kind of fire it at him. Dealing 1 point of force damage, which it's enough to let him know that you're there, we'll say.
Yeah, I see you. And I have a second one. A 9.
A 9 unfortunately does not hit, Ronan. It kind of shoots a little bit off too far right. It hits a tree next to it. Kind of, you can see the impact as it hits the tree. The kind of purple and black smoke kind of impact and disperse.
So I yell at him, "You fucker!" And I will move back 10 feet and just kind of crouch down.
You got it, Ronan. Very nice, very nice. And you could see the pits of the eyes and the blackness as it kind of looked in your direction for a moment. It just the void of life that you could see. It's very odd. Ronan, if that's your turn.
That is my turn.
All right, so Griff, you are up.
Okie dokie. So let me see. My echo can go, what, 30 feet from me? Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna pretty much pull my echo like 5 feet away. Or, yeah, just send it 5 more feet out.
All right.
But he's gonna check the ground to just see if it's like spongy and shit, like what Ronan had to fall in.
Sure. Which ground area of the ground would you like to check? The area around you, right
just-
here, where you're at?
Right under the echo
Sure.
himself.
Yeah. Roll
He's just
a
gonna
perception
float
check
down.
for me.
Perception.
Yeah. We'll just do this as
Oh fuck, god, dude.
Um,
I'm blind as fuck.
this ground seems fine.
Alright.
Could be dirt. You're not sure.
Could be dirt, could be moss, could be metal. It's hard to say.
I'm gonna go ahead and switch places with the echo.
Okay.
Like physically, so just whippity swap them.
Yeah. Love it.
And yeah, I'm actually just gonna dismiss him as well.
You're gonna dismiss your echo?
Yeah, and I believe
All
I
right.
can only dismiss him. I can't summon him again. in the
I
same
think you
turn.
can.
Yeah, you can
Can
do it
I?
every turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, no. Is it a bonus action to dismiss?
I
Oh,
thought,
is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh,
And
okay.
I can
well
only
then.
do one at each
Yep.
turn.
Do you want to
But yeah,
dismiss him?
I definitely will dismiss him this
Oh,
time.
okay. Right.
Sorry, man.
No worries. All right.
With that being said, yeah, I'm actually gonna like equip my crossbow
Yes. Yes.
attachment. And
Yes.
yeah.
You got it.
Can my character still move? Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yep. So that was an environmental action, which is fine, and you still have your action.
cool.
I think, yeah, swapping
this-
places took 15 feet of your movement, if I'm correct.
It did. So you only have
did?
15.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, D1.
Okay. And this definitely is like a clear looking field. in
It
front
looks
of
pretty
us.
clear, yeah. From what you can tell, directly behind the shack
Okay.
here, all of this open area here seems totally fine. From what you can tell, it's the areas around the bodies of water that seems questionable. And I should probably have been more clear about that. So just so you all know,
Oh, that's fine.
so I don't make it more difficult than it has to be. The squares around the bodies of water will require you to do a dex check if you stay on them.
Oh,
This
shit, okay.
is going to turn up the heat of the battle a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting as far as where you want to be
Okay.
on the battlefield.
So, yeah. Basically, I want to like telepathically let everyone know, like, I want to see if their eyeballs are gonna track me,
Okay,
and then I will
Yeah.
walk 15 feet into the field.
go for it. Yeah.
And yeah,
Roll a perception check, Griff.
gotcha. There we go.
18, a
That's
22. Nice, nice. As you observe their massive height, and you have to tilt your neck back actually to see them because they're so tall. As you walk forward and you keep them in your sight, you observe his head pointed down in a direction. It seems seemingly maybe towards Ronan. There doesn't seem to be any movement at all in any kind of eye. It's just a black hole, a pit, totally void of light, totally unreflective of any light.
Can I shoot a crossbow like a bolt?
Sure. Yeah.
At green. And be
Yes.
like,
Yep. Roll to
this is
hit.
for bitters. Boom.
40 feet. That is a 13, and that is unfortunately not enough, Griff. With your newly acquired crossbow, kind of,
Oh,
you
shit.
still have to dial it in. You still have to kind of sight it a little bit because that was just a little bit too far off right. It kind of, as it shoots off, you hear a as it kind of sticks into the tree next to the troll, and kind of
Shit.
wiggles back and forth. Yeah.
Yep, need to dial that in, definitely. Still sighting the shit.
All right.
Yeah, that'll pretty much do it.
All right, Griff. with that, the troll in the front here. Brandy, you didn't roll your stealth check last turn, did you? We didn't have you, or actually before we went into combat, did we? Because
No.
you got your sneak attack off. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. 16, nice. Man, a 16. You are lucky. Really lucky. Okay. As you observe Brandy right up above you, and you are so far down low, he doesn't see you. You're right beside his kind of leg. He sees Ronan in the distance here and begins to move in his direction. I know you guys are going to do stuff. Just give me a second. 5. All right. He technically doesn't move out of your range, does he, D1?
Yeah, he's out of my range.
Is he?
I only
Okay.
have 5 feet on him.
Oh, you only have 5. I don't know why I was thinking otherwise. Okay. He is going to... Sorry?
He would move into mine for opportunity attack, though.
Yeah. For Polearm Master, yep. So if you want to take that first.
Do.
Yeah, we both get one.
You boo. You do, yep. You boo? What?
The boo that you boo.
16 hit?
16 does hit.
Will it?
And a 17.
A 16 and a 17 both hit. As you kind of observe him walk by you, D1, in Ronan's direction. Ronan first takes a jab at him, and totally makes contact with like his lower torso, like going maybe an inch and a half in, dealing 11 points of slashing damage.
And I immediately brace.
Nice. And as soon as that happens, he kind of walks into it a little bit. D1, since he's from behind, since you kind of see him walking up from the other direction here, you have a really good shot at like kind of his back, like his corner, portion or whatever. So you kind of have a really nice opportunity there and kind of give him a good old punch right in his loins. Yeah.
And actually, it's 4 extra to the damage because I forgot to have my enhanced weapon and Genie's Wrath on.
Okay.
So it's 16. So it's 20 total.
20
no,
total.
so it's 18. 22. Sorry, 22.
Hold on. 12.
18 plus 4.
And that
Okay,
would
hold on,
give
let me
it
roll
disadvantage against
this.
me, right?
And roll this. Very nice. D1, as you punch him in the kidney, as he really kind of goes by you here, you see the reverberation kind of echo through the skin and the muscle, up through like parts of his body and everything, and you see like little bits of skin kind of start to flake off from the area that you hit him, because it's absolutely burned him. The lightning, not burned him. That's the wrong word. It has damaged him, we'll say, to the point where there's little bits of flaky pieces of kind of charred flesh kind of hitting the ground there on his kidney. As he moves in, Ronan, to you, with this damage, he lets out an awful howl in your direction. It is loud and it echoes through the trees. You see there's a flock of birds that were perched on one of the willow trees, kind of across the over by one of the nearest houses here, and they all kind of fly off in a flock, a very loud way. As you see this creature kind of puts his arm up in your direction and kind of begins to spin it in your direction as fast as he can.
Does he have advantage or
Actually.
disadvantage from D1's gauntlet thing?
He has disadvantage on all attacks, yes.
Hold on 1 second, because that was an opportunity attack, not an attack.
I think it still counts. any creature hit by the gauntlet.
That's so broken. All right.
Yeah, anytime I hit anyone with a punch, he has disadvantage on anyone except for me.
Yeah, but that means that like even before I have a chance to hit anything, if I move out of your range, you just hit me and then disable me completely.
Well, I'll give you disadvantage. Yeah, it's
All right.
dangerous to.
It's
provoke
really dangerous.
Opportunity
All right.
attacks. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Disadvantage. Rolling with disadvantage. And that is a let's see. To hit. That is a 23 to hit, Ronan.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Let me see here. I want to make sure I do the right damage to you.
Don't let him pick you up.
I don't think I'm going to get a choice in that matter.
Fucking Attack on Titan.
All right, you take 11 points of slashing damage, Ronan, as the claws of this creature kind of finds its mark right on your upper shoulder as it slashes down. As it does this, Ronan, it takes its other hand and it slashes to the side. That is... This dice is so hard to read. That's a 21 to hit, even with disadvantage. I should show you guys, like I'm not even playing, like I'm getting pretty high rolls here. And that is another... That's another 10 points of slashing damage, Ronan, as the claws kind of sink a little deeper into your flesh here, Ronan. As this happens, he takes one more attack and kind of kneels down low to you, and you can see his teeth as he begins to open his mouth. They're razor sharp, and they seem to have some kind of a green film that kind of stretches between the teeth as it opens its mouth. And that is a... Oh, that might actually miss. That's a 15 to hit?
That is a miss.
Oh, shit. So as he kind of gets down low to you and tries to kind of lunge out at you with his teeth, you kind of dodge to the side, Ronan, just in the like the last moment, and you can smell this horrid stench coming from his mouth. That you know that you don't want to be bit by this thing. You know that, Ronan. As that happens, the creature from the top here, the two-headed beast, kind of you could see it kind of look around the battlefield as it finds its mark on Griff.
Oh man, so they can't see.
All right, Griff.
Maybe.
As it looks at you, you can see it has two heads, two arms. It's massive. It's muscular. It has these green, kind of different colored green spots all over the side of the one face of the head. It's very odd looking. It bares its teeth at you. The one head does, as the other head kind of looks off in the direction of Ronan. It swings at you. Here, let me mark this one so I know to do it with a disadvantage if I'm not hitting D1. There.
Okay, so these fuckers can see.
21 to hit.
That definitely hits, yes.
That is 11 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
As it kind of rears its other hand back and begins to kind of swipe it in your direction as well. That's 16 to hit.
Yeah, that does not hit.
Oh, nice. So it misses with its second hand, and as soon as it does, you can see its back kind of arch down as it kind of gets real low to the ground and then begins to lunge in your direction there, Griff, with its teeth. Oh, really? That's 11 to hit.
Yeah, no,
it
that
definitely misses, but it doesn't matter. It has another head. And that's a 14. And that misses.
That doesn't hit.
Man, Griff. So as this creature kind of lunges in your direction and tries to take a big chomp out of your shoulder, for chops.
Nice.
Yeah, it misses. It misses. In this time, you hear
No
kind
chop.
of the leaves spread. Here, Aliva.
Yo.
You see, once hidden,
Oh shit! It's a baby.
stands up.
That's the
This
one
one
I've
is
been waiting
about-
for.
This one is about 7.5, 8 foot tall. It's pretty wide, from what you can tell here. It doesn't seem to have much armor or anything like that on it. It might be an adolescent. It's hard to say. But it absolutely starts to make a sprint towards you. 20. Do it there, and we're gonna do a dex save, and that is fucking hilarious. As it runs to you, Aliva, one of its feet falls through the upper squishy layer of dirt and moss, and he falls about down to his knee. So in this case, he is actually rooted for the moment.
Nice. Can I? Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, it's okay. Let me just put this on here. Bam. And as he does, is there something you wanted to say?
Yeah. I mean, first, I'd have been staring at Ronan while having suspicions toward my left, because I have been fully intending on going toward him and helping him out, because I remember that fucking berry, and up my heel. But then I hear, this chum charging me. And a question for you: can I use both my cantrip and my locket in one go?
So when it's your turn, you could definitely.
Yeah, when
absolutely.
it's my turn, I mean. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, definitely. Yep. Your locket is on a different action than
Yeah, I
an
wasn't sure
action
how that
bonus
worked.
action. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and we'll get into it whenever we go into your turn. We'll explain it and stuff to you and make it. So he charges at you, Aliva, and one of his feet, his right foot, kind of falls down up to the knee. You can see him look down at it for a moment, and he swipes at you. That's an 18 to hit.
Armor class is 19, baby.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So it just misses you because of its distance lost, because of him swiping at you and his foot kind of sinking down into the swamp here.
I look so unimpressed.
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious actually. So he takes his right arm and he kind of pushes it down on the ground, and as he does, he takes a chomp at you with his huge teeth. And that is an 18?
No, I'm in 19.
Oh, 19. You did say that. Yeah. Wow. You're just barely getting away with this. As he lunges his face towards you, Aliva, you kind of just sidestep him a bit. He tries to catch you with his one last attempt. That's a 25 to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
4.
And that's 9 points of slashing damage, Aliva, as he seems to manage to find an open little bit of skin kind of near your neck. It doesn't slice very deep, but it's enough to make you know that he means business.
Okay, so I subtract 9 from my hit points.
Yes. Yep.
You got to do the 7 temporary first, and then 2
right.
up your regular. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, D1. Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, if we didn't have you, bro, jeez.
It's all good.
I just imagine Sato kind of pulling strings like God in the background, just like
It's true.
like
He does. Like he helps so much more than people know. Like.
I love it.
Okay. I love it. All right, perfect. With that, the trolls, each of them. I should have did this at the start of the turn. Whoops. Give me 1 second here. Perfect. Okay.
Cries in lack of Warcaster.
What's that?
Cries in lack of Warcaster.
Oh man. All right. That concludes the creature's turn for this round. Aliva, you're up, followed by Brandy on deck.
So So this
Yeah.
thing is twice, sunk his leg in, missed
Yes.
me twice barely, and then finally landed a hit. And I'm like, you bitch, you're gonna regret that.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, I guess starting off if I can, and correct me if I'm wrong ever, but I would start off with Toll of the Dead, or Toll the
Okay.
Dead.
Yep.
It
You can if
depends
you'd like.
on if you
Nope.
want to. Actually, you probably want to start with a bonus. Did you want to start steering smite? Sorry, because that's a bonus action.
So start with that first.
Although I
that's-
don't think it works with Toll the Dead, but it would work it with a melee hit.
Yeah,
Hold on a
smites
second.
are triggered from melee attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there's a correct order to this or not. I can.
Yeah, if you just it's a bonus action to pull off your searing smite, and then you have it with concentration.
Okay.
And yeah, you can Toll the Dead cantrip, or you can try to swing with your scimitar.
Oh, you can't do both. It's just one or the other.
Yes, it's definitely one or the other. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll do the scimitar then, because I was gonna. And what if I use the locket? Is that also separate, or is it?
Yeah, so that's a whenever you want to use it, you can use it kind of deal. Except for you can't use it for opportunity attacks. You have to use it on your turn. But
Okay.
you can. But it doesn't take up any of the other action economy. So it's on its
And-
own very own thing.
Before or after, doesn't matter with the melee.
Whenever you want. Yep. Whenever you want. Before, after. Doesn't.
So I'd be drawing that first scimitar while hurting this thing, and then using the locket as I draw that scimitar with the other hand. So
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right.
I'm
Okay,
not really
so
sure how to-
yeah. So do you want to hit with the scimitar first, or do you want to hit with the? Do you want to kind of
I
initiate
hit the locket first. It's going to be
All right.
a rageful blast.
Yes, this is so good. Okay, Aliva opens the locket, and anyone within sight. Well, I'll tell you what. You know what, Aliva? Why don't you describe it for us?
Paint us a word picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So beneath my too loud armor, with one hand, the only hand that's free at this point, I withdraw a locket, and as I kind of thumb it open, a flash of blinding light shoots out toward the creature approaching me, and as it kind of flashes, I snarl along with it, and hope that it hits the bitch. So
Flashbang.
All right. Perfect. I am gonna make a Constitution save now. Against your save. I believe yours is a. Hold on, let me double check.
Did I put her locket on attacks? I don't think I did. Oh, Requiem's Lament? Yes.
Yes.
How do I list this?
Pretty sure
If she could just hit it. If you just click
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
if she looks in her attacks, right at the very bottom, Requiem's Lament, DC 14.
yeah, go ahead and hit that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that.
Oh, look at that. D1,
There you
you
go.
rock, man. Look at that. It's so nice. It's like written out and everything.
Yeah.
That's a DC 4. That's a DC 14. All right. Okay, perfect.
For
So I
half
have
damage,
to.
yeah.
Yep.
And is blinded none.
That is absolutely a fail with a 2. So 2d6 plus 2. You already did that, yes?
Yeah, 7 radiant damage.
All right. 7 radiant damage.
And is blinded until the end of their next turn.
It's a
Flying with
flashbang.
our black Sola's eyes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let me do this. As soon as you do this, as soon as you see the wave of light kind of wash out from your amulet, from a pinpoint to a kind of a cone, this creature, bathed in light for a moment, seems confused as it kind of looks around in the sky and down on the ground, and it puts an arm out in front of it and starts shaking its arm. It is blinded.
At that point, I would then try to use my scimitar with. I did this first, right, and then Searing Smite, right?
Yeah, so you can Searing Smite as your bonus action, and
Okay.
you probably do that first. You can do them in any order you want, and then do
Yeah.
your attack and extra attack with your scimitar.
All right, the Searing first. I was thinking it was for some reason it's the other way around, but I guess not. Okay. Yeah, because while he is shuffling that arm. I'm aiming for that arm.
Nice, nice.
And
That's a
I'm
good idea.
it's asking me for my level. I'm leaving. What level are we at this point? 6? 6. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself at this point.
It's all right.
Yeah,
Take your
and
time.
you can cast Stirring Smite at first or second level. Second level will mean it'll be stronger.
All right.
Okay, this is a con save. Searing Smite. Do you have the
Yeah, you want the thing?
Yeah. Do you mind? I just want to see it.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
thank
she
you.
makes an attack.
Yeah, so if she hits a creature with a melee weapon attack.
All right, perfect,
she
perfect.
just- yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome. Okay, so he saves. Oh my God, that is a 5.
that
Um,
fails.
No, it definitely fails. Okay, perfect. So 1d6 fire damage is going to be added.
Did
Or-
did
What?
you
No,
cast
it's-
it at a first level or second level?
Oh, it's added. It's added to her scimitar, right?
Yeah, it gets added to her scimitar's damage.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
One
She's gotta
attack
roll
per
to
round,
hit.
yeah.
That's right. Yep. So if you hit, then you'll be able to add the 1d6 fire damage, which you got, will be 2 because Jordy, if we do it right.
All right. We're going to scimitar now.
I think that's how we do it. we're
Yeah,
learning together.
First of all, did you cast it at first level or second level, Oliva?
Second.
Second
Oh,
level?
perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Does she have to? Real quick question. Does it specify in the thing there that she has to say that she's using this before or after she makes her weapon hit?
It's
That's
a
what I was
bonus
wondering
action, so
earlier, yeah.
you can do a bonus action first.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that way she doesn't have to waste it if she actually misses the hit,
Correct.
because that would be shitty if
Yeah,
she
she can
spends
wait
this.
and declare smite after the attack.
Okay.
ends.
Perfect. So let's do that, Oliva. Let's go ahead
That's
and
for regular smites. This one here,
Isn't that the
if
same?
she doesn't hit, she has 2 chances to hit because she has attack and extra attack. And if she misses, it doesn't do the damage. If she misses twice, it doesn't do the damage. But on every subsequent turn, your
'cause it's
the troll has to
concentration,
make the troll has to make a Constitution saving throw every round
Thank
from
you.
here on. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah, like I said, we're still getting used to the paladin thing. So all right, perfect. No, this is I love it. It's
This
great.
is how I
I'm
imagine nerdy
relieved that
wizards.
somebody else also doesn't know exactly because I'm like, oh yeah, perfect.
No, this is great. Okay,
so now she has it up, and she gets an attack and extra attack with her right-handed scimitar.
All right, so scimitar 1. All right. Good God.
that's an 18. That's a hit.
Okay, so then she gets to roll an extra 2d6.
Yep.
2d6.
8 already, so 2d6 fire.
Yes. Plus another
That's
8.
8 fire damage. Let me just write that down here. And you see, as soon as this creature catches ignites for a moment, you see where its eyes would be. The expression changes to a look of concern, Oliva, as it feels the heat from the flame.
Okay. I definitely grin because I'm a sadistic little bitch, but yeah.
Nice. All right.
And then
Very good.
second, right? Yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
another attack for it. You got extra attack.
The offhand. Okay.
Next round, you'll get 3.
Oh, look at that. 25 is
Nice.
definitely a hit. For 5 more, go ahead and roll another 2d6.
I don't know if does she roll another 2d6.
It's concentration.
It says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon, so I think it's just once. On
It
the
only
first-
applies
yeah.
to one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for telling me. That would have been insane. All right.
Yeah,
Gotcha. So it's once per. Okay.
Yeah, so
See,
he
like I
did-
said, I'm a big noob with this. I'm learning too.
still 21 damage, which is good.
That's so good. Okay, so 5 more points of slashing damage. As you see the creature kind of the arm begins to kind of come unhemmed if you will, Aliva, from the socket and falls to the ground on its own.
Yeah, I'm entirely pleased and very obviously pleased, and definitely not backing down from this.
Where is it? Here is it.
Arm.
Oh God.
Nice.
Perfect.
Get me petty enough, and I'll eventually pick it up and throw it at him.
We'll be able to make sure we know whose arms are who.
The Addams family.
Yes. Perfect, Aliva. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I don't even know if there is, so probably not.
All right. Sounds good. With that, Brandy, you are up, followed by D1 on deck.
It's time for more stabbing.
Oh, yes.
Animal vengeance.
He walked right by you, Brandy. He walked right over your head. He didn't know you were there to the point where he just walked right over you. So you're behind him right now.
Okay. It's the ugly one and that's marked green, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I would sneak up behind him and, try and gut out a kidney.
Yeah, definitely. You have a good shot here. And you are stealth, so you get sneak attack. And
she'll probably end up being beside me. Well, actually, I'm
I was
not within
gonna
5 feet. Oh, Ronan's within 5 feet of it.
I was gonna say there's another thing here at play too. I don't want to go too give you all this stuff for free, but there's other stuff at play here if you want to use it.
Oh, that's ominous.
Yep.
Well,
so that's
you
a
know-
great position right there. Is that where you want to be?
Yeah.
So you are flanking currently.
Do I roll with advantage?
I think you do
I'm
with
stealth.
because you're stealthed, and you're gonna add plus.
I get a sneak attack too.
Yeah, we could just add the +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
26
so
to
funny
hit.
with the rogues,
Yeah, that's so crazy.
which is
20
28.
Looks hilarious.
28 damage.
The whole
Wow,
board.
that's so much
No,
damage.
28 to hit. It's actually 27 damage.
26, 27 damage.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second here. Brandy, you kind of peek up out of the shrubbery. And you look around a little. You see him with his back towards you, looking in Ronan's direction, kind of having just slashed Ronan with his arm and kind of on the recoil coming back. You see the perfect opportunity on the recoil to kind of get up underneath maybe the rib cage, if there is a rib cage, and you begin to lunge out and you poke him just at the perfect spot. And you see what you see next is disturbing, Brandy.
Oh no.
The blood that begins to trickle out of the wound begins to puddle below the troll here. And gather, if you will, almost. It doesn't seem to be just spattered all over the swamp floor. It seems to pull itself together on the swamp floor.
I do not like that. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
Was that a green flame blade?
Yeah, so she gets to roll green
Oh,
flame blade on
flame
red.
blade, yep.
Yes.
Nice,
oh
thank
shit.
Yeah.
you. So hard to remember all this stuff.
Wait, it should be on your sheet too, Brandy.
Yeah.
If you go to your attacks, do I have it on there? Yeah, if you look
Well,
Yeah.
just click green flame blade, yeah. It doesn't do the sneak attack, but it just does the 4 damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 4 damage to red.
All right. 4 damage to. Oh, that's right, because it's.
Well, you don't roll for that damage. It's based on your
Yep.
spell ability modifier.
It's
Hold on a second.
after level 5, it does 1d8 plus your spell modifier. It increases after level 5.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's so much, dude. There's so much to remember, man. I'm constantly.
Yeah, that was
Haven't-
weird.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
There's so much. All right.
So yeah,
Perfect.
it's 4 damage to red.
4 damage to red. And what kind of damage is this? Is this
Fire. Yeah.
Fire?
It is fire. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. Gotta write my shit down. Make sure all my stuff's right. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. As you hit this creature and the blood begins to pour out, you see kind of a little bit of a leap of energy kind of jolt into the body of the creature next to it. As it kind of singes its skin just a bit, you can tell it kind of winces a bit. All right, Brandy. Is there anything else?
I guess I would try and fade back into stealth.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll a stealth check.
You'd probably have to
Some
move
sort
into
of
the
fucking
trees a little bit.
ninja.
Oh,
no.
natural one.
Look at that dice. It's like right on its side.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Brandy, roll a dexterity save for me.
So don't I get to reroll?
Actually, that's
she does
got
get to
halfling
reroll.
luck.
Yeah,
She can
she's
reroll
lucky.
Oh shit! That's so good. All
Halfling
right.
luck is super strong.
It's
yeah,
so
she gets to
good.
reroll ones.
Yep. Go ahead and reroll your stealth check, Brandy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's
Second
amazing.
time.
That's so
That's the
good.
chart.
All right, Brandy, you are invisible again. That almost
Okay,
was.
and I would
that-
just take
and-
like a step
Yeah.
back.
Sure. All right, you're underneath the shrubbery here, really well, like right next to D1, right next to him, and kind of in the same little patch. Perfect.
Okay.
Make sure that you guys can see that.
Indication of fire damage.
It's blood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Is there anything else, Brandy, on your turn?
No, I'm good.
Okay, we've got D1 up. What we'll probably do is we'll go D1, and then we'll go ahead and call it a session. Come back next time with a brand new fresh round. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, D1, you are up.
All right, I am going to move 20 feet to right here. And with my Knuckles of the Tsunami,
Sorry, where were you at?
I was right underneath.
Oh,
Brandy,
okay.
so it's 20
Gotcha.
feet.
Yeah, what am I thinking? Yeah. Perfect.
And I am going to attack blue. Actually, I'm going to use a bonus action first
Okay.
to cast Arcane Weapon.
All right.
And then I am going to attack blue.
Arcane weapon, you got it. That is a 14. Ah, unfortunately, a 14 is not enough. D1.
Okay, so that's a miss. That's fine.
Yeah.
Do you get anything for it being blind?
Oh, if it's blind, I do get advantage. That's right. I think so.
Automatically, next rolls. Yes, advantage. Thank you, Ronan. Fuck, I'm sitting here with it right in front of me, going like, wait a minute. Yeah, that creature is
Lots
blinded.
of-
All right, we'll keep that
Yeah.
damage, and I'll just do another hit roll.
Keep the damage, but we'll just do another.
Well, I mean,
it's fine.
The
It's
second
uh,
damage would have been higher.
That's
but-
legit, man.
So
Yeah. It's
19
okay.
for
Sadovia God.
19 hits. 19 hits.
yeah for 27 damage.
We'll let you take the higher one.
Whatever, 27 damage, and then
that's good.
he has to make a
27.
dexterity saving throw.
And that is. What's the save?
I think it's a 14.
That's a 9. That's definitely not a save.
All right,
All
so
right.
he takes an extra 2d6 damage.
Yeah, creature by gauntlet. What is this? Are you using your power?
Yeah, I'm using my
Okay.
my Knuckles of the Tsunami.
Nice. All right. Da-da-da.
So he takes an extra 9 damage,
Yep. 9 damage. Wow. Okay.
and he's knocked prone.
And
It is a
not-
bad fucking day to be that thing.
It is true. On a critic. Da-da-da.
I've mentally commuted that. with
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
All right. He is knocked
He's on
prone.
fire.
Yeah.
Getting the shit kicked out of him. Yeah.
Nicely done, D1. Holy crap.
Good.
And that will end my turn.
That's really good. So basically, D1 just kind of runs forward and punches this thing to the point where it just falls over. it seems to be there seems to be parts of the skin that are moving and bubbling on their own. D1 where you punched it. It's a sight to see. All right. Is there anything else you want to do? While
No,
this is
that'll end my turn there. Yeah.
all right, and you can also see that the hand is detached from it, but it is wiggling around on the ground next to it.
Gotcha.
And that is where we're gonna call the session for the evening. I think
Nice.
a good spot, and then we will come back next week. We will continue the fight here. This is gonna get hairy, you guys. Like right now, it doesn't seem like it, but this is gonna get hairy.
Gonna
So-
get it. This shit's already hairy here, buddy.
All right,
These creatures are hairy.
perfect. They are kind of hairy, yeah. All right.
Need a little manscape.
Oh, not sponsored.
That's how you get spots.
That's how you get
Well,
sponsored.
maybe
That's
not
right.
with these fucking placards that we draw on.
Nice.
We can draw
All
your
right.
logo inside of a Pikachu shooting lasers and
Hell yeah.
Oh, Reese.
Yes.
I do not have the updated list of my pickables.
So I will get with you. There isn't really a list. Actually, before we do that, if that's everything, I guess.
Yeah, we
Good.
can stop the recording if you guys want.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see everybody
good.
next week for more fun fighting. Okay.
Same
Woo,
bad
thanks.
time, same bad channel.
Be there, be there.
And we're out.